So you're a wedding videographer or a filmmaker, but you're wondering, how do other filmmakers or videographers edit their wedding films? In today's video, I'm going through my editing process of wedding films. So if you've never seen this process before or always wonder how it goes, stay to the end of this video. And this video is happening because of one of my comments.
Wait a minute. Yep, I know you see it, but hey, we ain't gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about them 3 months. Just enjoy the video. Some good content here.
Put it on the screen so you can thank them for this video. Thank y'all for subscribing and commenting under the videos. It's much appreciated. I definitely need to keep getting more videos out, but thank y'all for y'all support. And hey, we're gonna get right into this video. All right, first right here, I got a wedding film I just finished not too long ago, probably like 2 days ago. And this is kind of like the end result. I'm not gonna go like crazy like showing you the whole process, like editing, cutting everything. I'm gonna have it finished. So this is what my initial wedding film looks when it's finished. So audio, songs, their audio, then of course, yeah, their clips. So my first thing I ever do is, of course, I upload my footage to my hard drives and I label them. Like, I put my cameras in one folder, I put my audio in one folder, and I put my, I think that's it, and my drone shots in one folder. So once I get all that, I put it into Premiere and I make a whole nesting tab. So I have an editor, so they basically just help me cut the footage up as in right now, and they learn the style as we go. So basically what we did, we put the raw footage in here from all the cameras. We have about 3-4 cameras, and we cut the footage up. So basically, let's see if I got it at the end. We don't. So basically, we throw all our raw footage, like this is the raw footage right here, and we actually cut the best parts that we see, cut it out and lift it, and we go through the whole thing. Once we go through the whole thing, we get this right here. We get all these. So we'll have pieces to work with. Makes it a lot easier than going back and forth to the raw footage, then going back to the wedding film. You have it all together. Plus, it's like a puzzle. So like, if say I'm in the beginning of the wedding film, I know I want shots of the details. I know I want shots of the bride getting ready with her bridesmaids and shots of the groom getting ready. So right here, I actually label my clips. Very helpful. So I definitely recommend you label your clips. So how you do that, you just select the clips you want to label, right click them, see label, and I label these lavender because that's the bride. So I kind of got the bride label as a color, then I have the groom as blue right here. Then right here, you know what's yellow. So normally we do the portraits, we call it like portraits, or just shots when they're together, like after the first look or whatnot. I label them as yellow. So I know for a fact, like, hey, when I'm in my wedding film, I need shots of them. I need like a shot of them too. So automatically, I don't have to go scanning through my footage. I know exactly where it is. I just go to my yellow section. And of course, the green is for my ceremony and the purple is for my reception. So just that alone is gonna save you so much time. It saved me so much time. And so once we go through all the raw footage, cut it up and lift it. So we cut it up and lift it and bring it all together over here. So basically we do it like this. We cut this. This is one piece. And this is one piece. We cut up, lift it just like that. And we normally get rid of all of the raw footage, like all this piece. Let's say all this. We normally get rid of it. Oh wait, I did that wrong. We get rid of it, and then we select the clips that we raised up. Oh, it's over here. And we bring them together. So, and that's what you see right here. That's exactly what we did. So that's the raw footage, and we brought them together. So for the first looks, if you're using audio, this is very key for audio. I use the Tascam Pros, like I said I was in my older videos. I finally got them. Works amazing. Should make a video on that. So hey, stay tuned. I should make videos on that for sure. Now, so we get the raw footage of the first looks and the audio from it. And once we get the audio, we go and sync it all. I had deleted the audio from these. That's what normally helps me get it. But the audio was right here. And the only thing I did was got my bride's audio from the Tascam and got my groom's audio from the Tascam and put them under here. Well, yeah, put them under here and synchronized them. And this is what I got. So that's how that's really the, call it prep, editing prep, or what's the word? I can't think of the word. Before you start the actual wedding film, always take these steps first, because when you go to actually edit the actual wedding film, it's gonna make it way faster and less stressful, because you know what everything is. So once you get this down, I make another sequence, another sequence called wedding film. So this is actually the wedding film, and I actually copy all this. I copy all this and put it in this sequence. Reason why I do that, just in case I so happen to delete something in here, I can go back into my other sequence and just get it out of there. So I won't have to go search all into my raw footage of my SD cards or my hard drive. Makes it easier. So I just do that. So all right, the actual wedding film, of course, I base it on like throughout the day for the most part. It's just only certain sections that I will add in, like from the reception to the ceremony part. It just depends, but I'm gonna get more into that. So the first part is so key. So definitely put that in your notes. All right, and once I got that, it's a puzzle. It's basically a puzzle. I basically set up my story. So what I would do, I would listen to all the first looks. So I listen to their first look, and I pick out sections of their first look that sounds like a great story. Of course, on the day of, I'm listening, so I will get I'll have a better understanding when I come into the editing room. So once I listen to the whole thing again, I will section off. So I will basically, you probably can't hear this, but right here, he's obviously talking first. So I would let it play. For a little while until he kind of like in his sentence, and I feel like that's a good bit that we got the story right there. Okay, that's the building point. I will most likely pick 2 parts of him talking from the beginning of his vows, right? Clearly these are the vows. And I'm overjoyed to be able to call you my wife. And then I will cut it, and then go to her part and get the beginning of her part, and pretty much get about 2 sections where it sounds like, okay, we getting her side now, and go back to his side. So kind of going back and forth, but I'm really listening to the story. That's gonna really just take all on your film and your whatever you captured. So that's just an easy way for me to be like, okay, this is a nice flow. I got her talking and I got him talking. So it's not just one talking for the whole time, then the next talking the whole time. It's kind of a mixture, and you're getting both sides. So kind of helps with the story a lot to get to know both of the bride and groom. So like right here, for this wedding film, I actually started off with the first look. I do that sometimes. I just start off with the first look, very first thing, and just go from there. So actually after the first look, I know I can play a lot more into the wedding film, because for me, I kind of like keeping it in order for the most part. But since I did the first look first, I know I can go ahead and show shots of them together and shots of for the reception, because they seen each other and stuff like that. That's just me and just how I edit. But there's no wrong way of really doing this, but it's all about how creative you can be and telling that story for the most part. So I got the first look out the way, and like I said, I listened to him. As you can see right here, like I said, I got 2 sections of his chat. Oh, not his chat, but his vials. So that's 2 sections, and then I cut it off with hers for 2 sections. Then I want to say he is talking right here. Yeah, see, he's talking right here. I just didn't delete this part. And he's talking again. Kind of ended it off for their getting ready, or the beginning of the wedding film, where it shows her getting ready, him getting ready, and details of the venue, and details of like the rings and the shoes and the bouquet, stuff like that. That's all in one section. So, so this wedding had a first look with the bridesmaids. So I did that after I felt like I built a pretty much a good story from their vows in their vows. So I went into their first look, and definitely with 2 camera setup. I always do a 2 camera setup with first looks if you are able to, but there is ways to do it with 1 camera. So definitely did that. Got them on the first look. Then I go straight into the ceremony. Basically in order from the entrance, showing the where it's located. Always do that in your wedding films. Ever since that's the one small thing if you do is show the location before showing anything else. So like we transitioning to the ceremony. So we went outside and actually got shots of the building of the church. This was a church, and a sign showing you the exact name of the church. So that just builds the story, helps you be like, okay, this is where we at. This is the setting. So we in a church. Then it goes straight into the officiant / preacher. I put in some points that I thought was very funny and memorable from their ceremony right here. And he had a long thing. He talked for a while. So I just picked out the best things. And I didn't want him talking the whole ceremony or the whole part of the ceremony in this wedding film. I really wanted to focus on the couple. So that's why you see right here, it's not as long for the officiant. Only he'll talk here, and he'll talk at the end where he actually say, you may kiss your bride and whatnot. So I try to make sure it's focused more on the couple. So I did go right back, even though it is the ceremony, I went back to the first look where they said their vows and added in the ending parts of their vows. So it just, like I said, it's all about the story. And as I'm going through the ceremony, I'm throwing in shots of the ceremony as them walking up. Then of course portraits, I call it portraits of them when I got before the ceremony. I throw those in there because it's highlighting them. And then okay, that's him and his guys. It's her with her gals. And yeah, like it's a puzzle at that point. It's just a puzzle. And honestly, to get better at okay, what should be the next shot or what will make this more intriguing is, I honestly say of course practice on your own wedding films, but watch other wedding films as well. Like that helped me a lot to see like, oh, okay, I can't add this shot in the ceremony. That's fine. Like I can't add a reception right here. See, this is the reception in the ceremony. So it's fine to do that. So okay, getting back to the video, we definitely got the first look, and then we finished up their first looks. Even got their first dance in there in the ceremony. That adds to the story. It's more sentimental, like, man, we are here. So I actually put the reception at the end of the ceremony, kinda, and it's showing you a symbol. It's giving you that feel of we finally made it, or for them, we finally made it. We here. We've been dreaming about this for probably over really for years. For most brides and grooms, they dream of it for years, and they're there. So got that. Once you get the kiss, I always put the kiss at the end. I try my best to put it kind of at the end or right in the middle, like that second quarter of the video, or not the video, of the ceremony part, and then go from there. Different ways of doing it. Then I go right into the reception. Like I said, you see here, I show where we are at. I did this, and this is the same for this video, for this wedding film. This is the same venue that we was at in the beginning of the video. We just went back. So always do this, I promise you. So if I never done that, you would have never known where we would be at, where it was taking place. So it just give you that, oh, we went back here, and this is how it looks at night. So very, very high tip right there. Good big tip right there. Go back into it. They didn't have any speeches, so just went straight to getting candid moments of them talking to their guests and taking pictures with each other, stuff like that in the beginning. And most of weddings, they gonna have cocktail hour, so definitely get shots of the guests talking, chatting, just hanging out. That definitely sets the mood. Then get details of the venue. But yeah, and just go straight into them dancing. So like whatever, I kind of try my best before the reception to cut the cake, do the garter toss. Maybe it just depends. Definitely cut the cake before we get into the dancing. Once they get into the dancing, I kind of let it go. I show them dancing, having fun with their guests. And then eventually somewhere in there, as the music kind of die down, I go back to like the bouquet toss if they have it, or even sometimes the cake. So it's just all a mixture. And receptions, the key to reception is to show how fun it was. Now, granted, some weddings they not gonna be dancing, so that's fine. You just capture what you can. But if they're dancing, you wanna, man, get that thing and dance with them. Have fun with them. Have some movement. Don't be afraid to have your footage shake a little bit, because I feel like when you're going handheld for receptions, it definitely brings out more of a, oh, this is fun, we're in it, we're dancing, you know, we're enjoying the moment. So definitely have fun at the reception, because it's going to show through your footage. Because clearly if you watch that, I have fun at the receptions. I always enjoy myself, because think about it, I get paid to be at a wedding and actually have fun with these people on one of their best days of their life. Why be sad? You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a nice thing. I'm very blessed for it. Of course, I go handheld for the reception unless we're doing first dance. That's just a thing I do. But for the most part, for the music, I'm not gonna say that. For the music, definitely get a license subscription with either Epidemic Sound or Artlist. Either one is gonna have some great music. I used Epidemic Sounds in the beginning for a while, but now I actually use Artlist, and Artlist is actually built in the Premiere, which is saves time. I can actually go here, and once I download it, it comes into my project here. Let's see if I can find it. See, like that's a song from Artlist I had and I downloaded it. So, and yeah, like definitely get those. It's gonna help, of course, when you go to post it, or when they go to post it, you're licensed to have that music in your videos. So definitely get that. Now, how I choose the music, I mean, I sit there, and some days it takes me hours. Sometimes it takes me a whole day just to find the music that I feel like that fits them. But the easy way to find that music is to really understand your couple. That's something that helped me. Like when I'm actually there on the wedding day, I watch them. I listen to them very closely, how they talk to each other, how they talk to other people, how they treat each other. I really watch how they are. And once I come in here and listen to the actual songs that I'm trying to pick, it always click with me. Every single time, it never fails me. It like as soon as I hear it, it just a snap in me like that's it. And then we just go from there. And if you watch our wedding films on this channel, you'll see like, oh man, that was nice, because I really tried to understand my couple on a deeper level, whether they know that or not. But that's how I pick my music. I don't be afraid to, these are like. This is 2 songs for the beginning. See, I think. Yeah, this is 2 songs for the beginning. This is a song, and I cut it off of here. So don't be afraid to use multiple songs for one section. That's gonna really make your wedding films dynamic. It's gonna really make it where it's like, stuff is changing. It's gonna be more. They are more willing to stay tuned to it because of that. And yeah, don't be afraid to double up. So I use 2 songs. I want to say I use 2 songs for the ceremony, and I used 9 times out of 10 I use 1 song for the reception, and just kind of hit fast pace for me. That's my style. But that's for the music. Now editing the audio itself. Let's talk about audio. I actually edit all my audio. When I mean that, I use the panoramic equalizer. That helps, makes it more sound based. It give it more bass. It makes it sound more natural to the ear. Then dynamic, it brings more, it just makes it dynamic. I can't really explain it, but it makes the microphone sound like a clear, nice microphone. And of course, denoise, it makes the background noise. So back here, if you see in this first look, the raindrops, you can hear that. But since I added denoise, it cancels it all out. So definitely, if you got any type of professional editing, like audio, if you got any type of audio gear, I would definitely recommend editing your audio from the first looks in the ceremony. And of course, if you have speeches and reception, definitely use these three. And I actually have a video that I go into detail on how I edit my audio for my wedding film. So it's gonna be at the top. So check that out, and I see you over there. So that's how I edit my wedding film. Well, that's how. And so now color grade. Now you wonder like, okay, dang, that's a lot to color grade. That's a lot to color grade. And you see this right here, this one long bar at the top. Basically, that is my color grade. Like, wait a minute, how you do that? Like, how you just gonna leave it? Yeah. So basically, I add this adjustment layer. If you don't know how, it's the new item adjustment layer, and you just push OK, and it's gonna bring it into your window here, and you drag it up here. So I already got one up here. So how you apply your LUT, whatever camera you use, you should definitely use Rec 709, whether you're using Canon. I imagine Nikon have Rec 709, I'm not sure. But anyway, I use Sony, so definitely apply Rec 709, and I have a video on color grading as well, so you can check that out and put it at the top of the screen. So for my adjustment layer, I double click it, and I go to Lumetri color. If you don't see Lumetri color, just go up to the top of your screen. We see Windows, and I know you probably can't see this, and go down until you see Lumetri color, and it's gonna pull up this tab. So for the adjustment layer, I put in my input LUT the actual S-Log3 Rec 709 LUT. So that gives me my basic color. If you don't do that, you're gonna struggle editing your whole wedding film. So I put that across the whole thing. So everything's to neutral, just about. So after that, if you're using creative LUT, you go down to creative and go to look right here. And I already have mine embedded. So whatever creative LUT you're using, you go down to it and push whatever one I have, the Gamut, Prestige, Adventurous, Luxury. Apply that, and boom, leave it. And then that's when I go down here and do fine tuning. So I know for a fact, I got the first look. This clip, you see it red all through there. This clip is all through there. So I know for a fact, if I edit this, I just gotta copy and paste to the rest. Don't try to go, okay, I got that one, go to the next red and try to, no, just copy and paste it. I was doing that, don't know why. Copy and paste your color correction here. So I had added some contrast, shadows a little bit. I think I warmed it up, cooled it down just a little bit. I copied, and you can simply do this, copied, label, select label group, and copy and paste. And then select Lumetri color and push OK, and it's gonna apply that to all of those clips. That was my first look. Of course, this was a different first look, but I done this. I kind of, you know how to do that. It's simple to do that. Then these short clips, I practically go to each one and adjust them one by one if I feel like it need to be adjusted. But a lot will help with this to make this faster if you expose everything correctly. If your white balance right, if your shutter speed and everything is right, and your ISO is not too low or dark, or not too low or high, that's gonna help a lot. So definitely your white balance and your ISO, make sure you expose right. So that's, I go through all of it. Like this clip, it was very blown out. Oh, that's not it. So you can see it's very blown out. So I had to go through and adjust it, but go through all those, adjust it how to my liking, and that's really it. that's really it. I go through putting it all together first. So number one, so you go, so basically you get all your raw footage, cut every good piece like a puzzle, every good shot that was like, oh, that's nice, cut it up, raise it up, stack them all together, bring it into another tab. Then from there, then for your first look, synchronize all your audio to your first looks, bring it into your wedding film sequence, make your whole story. Do not color grade, do not edit your audio yet, just make your whole story. So simply just start putting your clips together to make the wedding film from however you do it, beginning to end. Then I will go to audio. I will edit my audio. So I will definitely, like I said, once you edit your audio with the panoramic and dynamic and denoise, edit all my audio. Same apply if I did it to this audio, it's the same one right here. I apply it to all those. Then after that, I color grade. Color grade every single thing going through, use my adjustment layer, then go to each individual clip, make sure they all look about the same. So that's it in a nutshell. I mean, if I try to go through all of it, trying to just show you, it's gonna take a lot longer. I don't want this video to be too long. It's probably already long enough. But that's it in a nutshell. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, just have fun. Just have fun with it. And yeah, and if you do I definitely recommend if you do sneak peeks, once you finish your wedding films, you can just drag clips out of here, and that's what you see over here. I drag clips from here and put it over here and just put my adjustment layers it's finished. I just had to put them together. And if you found this video very helpful and you're gonna use these tips, let me know down in the comments. And like and subscribe if you like this type of content. If you watched to the end of this video, I appreciate you. And hey, I hope I see you in the next one. See you when I see you.